Hi guys, Piotr here. This is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel, and what we are going to discuss today, we are going to discuss the entry when it comes to the scalping. So we are going to have the specific topic today. We are going to try to discuss the most aggressive entry possible. So if you like it, please subscribe, please like it, and let's start from here. In my opinion, when it comes to the scalping, you have to have the best entry, you have to have the very tight stop to have a possibility to gain as much as you can. And I'm not talking about the 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, 2-to-1 reward-risk ratio. I'm talking about +3 reward and the 1 risk-reward ratio. So we are talking about the levels above 3. So if you are risking 8, then you wanna take 24 or more when it comes to scalping. We are going to discuss the entries very similar to the strategies we discussed before, with some specific things related to the to that entry, right? So first thing first, I'm going to share with you what I like the most. I like the most to have the daily demand zone. In that case, I would like to see the candles going aggressively into that level. Finally, reaching that level, trying to break below, leaving the lower shadow. For me, this type of the setup is one of the most aggressive attempts to try to trade long side, and similar when you have supply zone, you have your aggressive move to the upside, right, leaving the upper shadow. Well, these lines are based on the higher time frame, meaning that once you are able to put the line on your chart, right, then going lower to the smaller time frame, you are trying to take the advantage of that particular demand on supply. Of course, guys, as usual, do your own homework, do your own research. Why? Because when you are trying to target 3R or more, it's enough if you are correct 3 out of the 10 times when it comes to trading. All right. Now, the second thing we are going to discuss is that the market got the demand from the daily or hourly chart, and you are watching 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 minute chart, and you have your very aggressive move to the downside, but you are not sure if you are going to break through the support demand line or we are going to hold that line. Then you are taking the highest falling candle, right? You are doing your own supply zone, and once we are going to get back through that zone based on the lower time frame, right, this fall is based on the lower time frame. This support demand is based on the higher time frame, especially if you have a clear direction based on what you see to the left side. Then what you want to see, you want to see first the break through that zone, and once we are going to retest that zone, that's your entry. Even better, if you have this type of the candle on the lower time frame, then you know that it might be, I'm not saying it's going to work 100% of the time, but it could be your home run, trying to use the baseball vocabulary, right? And then you are going higher, and if you have a possibility to move to the upside more than 3R or more, then that's your possible home run, right? Also, if you are a very, very, very conservative trader, then you might want to use either 200 daily moving average on this small time frame, or you might want to use the MACD indicator. So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the real examples, right? Let's have a look what we have here. Okay, so in that case, if you do remember, I love head and shoulder patterns, right? Especially I love to use the opportunities when I can imagine that this particular head and shoulders is not going to work the way it should work, right? The things where you can find in many, many books. All right, so what we have here? Okay, we do have first here, right? Don't forget, we are talking about the scalping. So we are talking about the 4-6 pips stop, and we are talking about the 18-24 pips gains, right? That's what we are talking about. So you might find out that, okay, overall the price action was in the opposite direction, but you wanna take the advantage of what you are seeing, right? So that was possible head and shoulder. If you do remember, once we are breaking head and shoulder and we are trying to make the base, that's your entry. In that case, let's try to make it a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case here. Yeah, that could be the case here. So what we are trying to achieve here is that was the possible head and shoulder formation, all right? Okay, suddenly we moved higher. We broke through the left over here. So our stop was very close when it comes to the entry on this pullback over here, and that was our possible target. Again, you have to do your own homework, you have to do your own research, but that's how it works when it comes to some kind of the failures, right? Let's have a look at another example. Would it be possible to trade that one? Well, probably yes. That's your big head and shoulder formation, right? That's your possible entry after the break. Is it going to work our way? Well, I don't know yet because we are watching the live prices, right? But that's how I would like to approach that particular entry. Let's try to check more. Let's try to have a look what we have when it comes to these entries. Well, if you do remember, we are discussing aggressive fall, right? As we have had here, aggressive fall to the downside. Once this level been broken, we are looking for that particular one as an entry. You may switch even lower to try to find the best risk reward ratio. But as you see, once we broke that one and we've seen the pullback, number one, we've seen huge rally. Again, we are talking about the scalping intraday entry. Once we hit again, look what has happened, all right? The same, once we broke through that level, we've seen some kind of the pullback. Again, we broke through, we've seen the lower shadow. Plenty of intraday scalping opportunities. If you know what you are looking for, if you did your homework and research from the higher time frame, then you can try to apply this to your trading strategy. With that being said, guys, wish you great trading day. Wish you only green peeps. See you around, take care, and goodbye.